What's up, everyone? So, I had a little project. If you guys have my Facebook and everything, you've probably seen it. So, I got this 97 S10 in here. It's got the 2.2 in it. It's my dad's. He purchased it and need a head gasket. And the guy had the whole gasket set already, all new head bolts and everything. So last night I was up late and I decided, oh, well, screw it. I'm going to start on it. And I got everything tore apart at about midnight last night. I took this whole thing apart with a 1/4-inch ratchet, except the head bolts. I used my 1/2 inch. But it was an 8 mil, a 10 mil, 12 mil, 13 mil, and a 15 mil. And a T30 Torx for the fuel rail. And I used my 1/2 inch for the 15 to take the head off. So easy. And one of the things too is on these bolts here, if that's gonna focus, how it's got a little inverted Torx on there, you can actually pound on a 3/16 socket if those don't come off, because the studs need to come out so that you can pull the whole head off and leave the exhaust in there. Super easy. Got new thermostat, we put a new ignition coils on it. I got new spark plugs, I got new wires, a whole new gasket set. All the rods look good. It was just starting to overheat and there was coolant in the oil, and I'll show you guys that real quick. There. That's where the head gasket was bad. So just a couple quick tips on doing a head gasket on one of these. This back fuel rail is on the back side of the head. There's a little clip that holds it in. You just pop that out. And it's the same thing, this one's on the front too. Now there's also, this bracket is down on the side over here. And if you don't see it under the intake, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Here's the head. I took the whole intake off with it. Those Torx I was talking about go in here, and also one down here too. That holds the fuel pressure regulator inside here. Everything looks good on the head. Needs to get cleaned up, but none of the valves seem like they got any issues or anything. Now I'm gonna get to cleaning and putting it back together. Here we go, head is now on. So, a little kind of pain to get intake and all inside here, but all in all, it was pretty good. So I'm gonna give you guys the torque specs, make this easy for everyone. I'll even put them down in the description, but these are the longer bolts that are down the center here, and these are the shorter bolts that go along the exhaust side. So these first torque for the shorter bolts is 43. The first torque for the longer bolts is 46. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So then the second torque is you go through the same pattern again, but you take each bolt and go 90 degrees. So if your wrench, say your wrench is here, you take it 90 degrees, not 180. So from here to here, 90 degrees. That is your torque. Now, the rocker arms is only 19 foot-pounds. I think it's 220 inch-pounds. So you take these, you need to crank over the motor down there so that there's no lift on this push rod, on each one. Out of every one you do, you want to crank over the motor so there's no lift on the push rod. When you tighten them down to 19 foot-pounds. After that, put everything back together the way you took it off. The way mechanics go, take it apart, put it back together, you're good to go. It is done. The S10 is done. You see? Done. It is all back together. It is running. I had to open up both doors. It just smoked up the whole place. I'm gonna do another video of running, driving, all that stuff. Still gotta top off the coolant, make sure all that's good, but it is done. The biggest thing was I obviously had to change the oil, and I pulled that drain plug out And first it was a little bit of water, then it was some coolant, then mixed with oil, more oil, and then straight sludge. Oil filter was just caked. It was bad, but we got it all taken care of. I'm ready to go drive it tomorrow. Tonight, it's a little late. Not gonna do it tonight, but I appreciate you guys. And if you have any questions for me, from me doing the job, if you have any questions on you needing to do this job, I'll be more than happy to answer any of those questions for you. Just comment down below and I'll definitely get back to you. But for now, I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a good night and try to stay safe.